YouTube. It's me, the HBIC, the head bitch in charge of all entertainment. Vexxy is 4666. I'm here with two special people. We haven't done a podcast, I think, in a year. Sorry about that. I'm with who? To my left, I think his name, it's Keeko.
What's up, YouTube? It's Keeko25X.
And to my right, with the man with the hat on, even though you can't see him with a hat on, I think his name is Slim.
What's going on, you guys? Slim X Team Symmetry here with my two boys. What's going on, everyone?
Dude, it's been a quick minute since Nationals.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Fun.
I know. That video, though, that documentary was something else.
I like the documentary.
The documentary was amazing. I've been showing it to everybody.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man. Took a lot of work, but...
Oh, everyone saw it, though. That was it was easily like one of the most viewed videos, I think, for the whole National.
Yeah, you pretty much got to look inside what a YouTuber is and what they do.
Yeah, it was worth the work, and episode 2 coming out, here in a couple of weeks, guys. Gonna have, I'm trying to figure out, depends on how much coverage I can get, if I'm gonna make it a 2-part video for Worlds, where it covers...
That won't be there.
Oh.
Yeah.
The heart breaks.
It's okay, though.
Now, Cordero, how come you're not going to Worlds?
In layman's terms, the ticket is too much, and ARG did not book my flight.
Oh, shit. Firing off at ARG.
Yeah, they wasn't doing no flight anyway, but the ticket $800, I'm not paying unless someone want to donate $800, be my guest.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. I paid enough for mine, so.
Now, Slim, who is your roommate at Worlds?
Yeah, who is your roommate?
I have this one, super awesome person, but I don't know if I should name them because,
Is he to the left of you right now?
He could be. Or maybe to my right.
It ain't me, so it gotta be to your left.
That's right.
I think it's Keeko.
The Keeko25X.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Mike in the building.
Yeah, so we're going to be rooming at Worlds. I got a buddy of mine rooming with us, and then also one of the workers from Collector's Cash, which if you guys haven't seen him, go check him out. Very good store. So what is there to talk about, guys? We got a little bit of ban list, a little bit of tens, a little bit of Worlds.
Yeah. Well, tens we already know. Bear, super bear away.
We can always predict about what's in there. We can talk about the 2 ICS that revealed onto my first tip on my show.
Everyone needs to go. If you're not going to Toronto, you got to go to my YCS. San Mateo is in my backyard. San Francisco, where my channel comes from, that's my YCS, October 5th and 6th. I hope everyone will go. It's the first one that Northern California has had in several years, and we're expecting a pretty big turnout. We don't know if we can rival the numbers of YCS Long Beach since it was the 100th, but we're really going to try and get at least 3,000 plus at that event. So I'm hoping that everyone comes out. I posted something on Facebook about it. I hope everyone comes out for NorCal's first YCS in years. I am just totally stoked for that. For
sure, man. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah, man. I'm not going to be able to make Toronto. It's hard for me to get overseas. I mean, going to Vegas is that took enough out of me to be able to pay for that. So
I'm not going. That's my birthday.
Yeah.
But me and Slim got to get our passports and stuff all over again. I don't feel like doing that.
Right. Yeah. Now, as far as the 10s go, I think they've got to reprint either Black Ship of Corn or Quasar.
There's pretty sure Quasar.
Yeah, there's been this trend that other countries like Australia and stuff, they haven't had this card released mass because I guess they don't get Shonen Jump or whatever it is, or the magazines, I guess. So since it wasn't released there, they can't use it. So we've had a number of cards reprinted just so that they can be used in other countries like that. So to me, Gustav Max, Quasar, Black Ship, one of those seems like a prime choice. And if you stick one of each in each of the 10s, they're going to be bought. So
easily. I think if it's Quasar, I think more people are going to be inclined to buy it too, just for the fact that people wanted to run like yourself, Laval's, Quasar was just huge in that deck, and a lot of people just wanted to run the Quasar deck, and until, with only the one copy floating around, having a reprint's going to make people want to run the deck a lot more.
Yeah, and nobody is really wanting to get rid of them for less than cash. You know what I'm saying? They're wanting, They're wanting the 45, something like that. They're not really trading it for much unless it was, a couple months ago, putting it up for a Big Eye with, some other stuff or Dracosac or whatever. So it's real hard to get them off of people right now.
Yeah. So don't forget, if Quasar and Black Ship and Gustav Cannon, you guys are forgetting about, they need to. If those 3 cards are not in this 10, they better be in the next 10.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do we think about Big Eye?
I still think Big Eye's going to be in one of those 10. If he's not the super in both 10s in this one, which obviously is buried, he's probably going to be in the other one. He needs a reprint.
Yeah, definitely.
But I got rid of mine.
Now, when does Wave 2 10s, when do they come out?
I don't remember the exact date. I know it's like somewhere in November.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. But, I mean, that'll be to finish out the E-Dragon, so...
Oh, yeah. What you guys think about the thing I posted? The Mystic Spell Box Judgment of Light edition.
I do
it's
like
a nice
those.
box.
It's pretty pretty, even though I don't got no prophecy in it.
I know. It's a nice looking box, though.
I do like those. I like the idea of the holographic versions of the Shadow Spectre cards.
Yeah, and the funny thing, they're legal.
Yeah, they will be legal. So, that's pretty rare. We don't see that very
The
often.
only thing I have to say, it better not be that Utopia card. I think that's Utopia card in there. And a stupid new, Bardion Force card. Those better not be the 2 cards in there.
Hey, Utopia is in everything, man. You can't escape it.
He got more reprints than Stardust Dragon.
I know.
That's ridiculous, man. And he got it in a year and a half or 2 years.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know.
So,
anyway,
so what do you got?
We should dive into the ban list.
Oh man, I don't, dude. People are hurting my head, dog.
Oh, I know.
In my video, my phone is blowing up. People argue back from the band before I let you guys just make the band because I'm not doing one this year.
Right. No, that was a good idea. I like that. But no. If you notice, everyone's got I mean, I gotta admit it though. A lot of them are. I see a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
And it's also a lot of wish lists.
Oh yeah, the wish list. I mean, yeah, they're just that. They're a wish list. It's probably not gonna happen.
One thing that I'm going to say that I'm tired of hearing: Dracosac does not need to get hit. I keep hearing people say Dracosac needs to get hit. It's not the problem.
Right.
It's the product of the problem. All it does is pop a card and poke you a little bit.
Wait.
But
I can argue with that. What they should have did with Dracosac, because I think some other people said this in the videos and stuff too, it should have been just for Mega Phantoms. We wouldn't have this problem.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
It shouldn't have been a generic.
I
Yeah.
understand.
And
The dragons can win without even making Dracosac. Like you drop a big dragon, you attack. It's Blaster does more damage than Dracosac. So
I will give Underworld something that he hit on in his video that I did agree with. Super Rejuvenation to 1.
yeah,
If you do that, you're forcing other cards. If you have Big Eye at 1 as well, they're going to have to do other options. They're going to have to make the Big Eye play when it's necessary. They're not just going to throw it out there. And with the Super Rejuve to 1, if you draw that late game, it's dead. For the most part, you're not going to maximize your pluses off of that. If you open it up early game, that's great. But if you don't use it at the correct time, you won't get as many pluses. And then also, if you waste it too early, like back in the Graceful Charity Pot of Greed days, up into Pot of Duality, people played it because they had it. They didn't hold it until it was, the right time.
exactly.
So if you get your good players playing Rejuve at the right time and your bad players playing their 1 Rejuve at the wrong time, that could, it just incorporates that much more skill. It may not be a lot, but it's that much more. So I would be all for Rejuve at 1 and Big Eye at 2 or Big Eye at 1, either one. I know they go into Big Eye maybe 2 times anyway, but
Yeah, a lot of dragons. Like there's very few you'll see that are running 3. I mean, originally it started as 3, and then eventually it got down to 2 for the fact that extra deck space was too tight. Like having to dedicate 3 spots to Big Eye when you only in reality needed 2
right.
is.
And some people did it with 1.
Some people did do it with
I
1.
clapped my hand too.
Yeah. Some people did it with 1, but I mean, as far as dragons go, I think if they're gonna hit anything, it would be Super Rejuve and XYZ wise, maybe Big Eye. I don't think they're gonna hit Big Eye though. Personally, I think they're gonna leave the XYZs alone.
Yeah. And when you guys are talking, and when I say you guys, I mean the viewers out there. When you say Big Eye needs to get banned, think about it. It's a level 7. Rabbit, Lagia, and Dolka are still at 3. Neither one even ever got touched. One of them is a walking solemn judgment that could be made very, very, very easily with very little setup. Do we have any exceeds that are banned? Do we have any banned exceeds right now?
Carrier.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, Carrier. And we saw what that did. That created a huge wind-up loop. Dragons don't exactly loop. When it comes to synchros that are banned, we have what? Brionac, Trishula, Goyo, and whatever. So I understand people making the comparison to Goyo, but the problem with that is Goyo was splashable in way more decks. It was easier to make in every deck because you only needed a level 1, 2, or 3 tuner, and then a 3, 4, or 5, whatever, non-tuner. Not that many decks can crank out 7s to overlay. So if those are the only synchros that are banned, and I may be missing one, but if those are the only ones that are banned, I can't make a justification for Big Eye to be banned.
Right.
At one, sure. At none, I can't see it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And by the way, Mike, we're at the 11-minute, 30-second mark, so we can probably make this about 15 minutes, and I think we'll be good.
Okay.
Right. All right, so we covered dragons. Other thing, everyone says card destruction needs to get banned, and honestly, I could see that actually happening.
I could see that.
It should have happened a while ago when Dark Worlds came out. Since I ran Dark Worlds, literally, card destruction literally is the nuts.
Yeah.
It's future fusion times 20 just because it's broken.
And they always hit something that's not exactly meta right now. They usually tend to hit something.
Right. Well, card D and dragons, I mean, the way people said it's like a pseudo rejuve, but at times there's so many ways to use it in the deck. Even in the mirror match, I've seen people use it. Well, they'll summon all their dragons, and then if they think they're in the mirror match, they think their opponent has Scarecrow, they'll card destruction right before, and then try to push for game through that. I've seen plays like that. I could just see card D going if they were to ban something.
Yeah, I could see that. I could still see Pot of Avarice since we have Pot of Duplicity coming out.
Yeah, that's what Underworld said.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yep, very true. Vexxy, what would your surprise card be?
Bring back.
Just anything. Your surprise card to move on the list whatsoever.
It's so hard to choose from. I ain't gonna say Pot of Greed like some people did. That can never come back. I would want to say to come back. I don't care what anybody says when they watch this video, because I have to deal with a card called Eradicated Virus. I want Crush card to come back.
I'm fine with that, actually.
I think I'd be alright with that too, honestly.
It can counter Dragon.
That's about it.
We don't have Sangan as a target.
No. We still have DD Crow, but
we have DD Crow, but you won't.
That was back in the GB days.
Yeah, and obviously your Sangan play was the DD Crow play. If you had that, you knew that's what you were going to use it for, most likely. The Sangan play had so many options, and it led to too many things back in the day. It let you get Serpent. It let you get, too many things. So with it being gone, I don't know. I could see it. I'm sure there's somebody that'll comment a huge reason why it can't come back, and we'll be like, oh yeah, that's true. But who knows? Vexxy, what do you think they need to do to the spellbook deck? It
don't say nothing.
Let's see. Now, a lot of you people are butthurt. Yes, I said butthurt. Because you want the most powerful spell card ever be created, one of the top 3. Spellbook of Judgment to get banned and hit to 1. Let me tell you something.
Not going to happen.
The problem. Y'all will be like, what the fuck? It's not the problem. It's the cards that help you search Judgment turn 1 if you don't draw it. You need to hit the Spellbook of Secrets to 1. You need to hit because it's pretty much like a Rhoda. You need to hit the Magician to 2 or 1 because it's like Earth and like Stratos.
Keep him at 2. I think 2 is a good number.
And then think about this. Okay, if you have your Secrets to 1, you can just use Spellbook of the Crest to Power Duality into your hand. And when it hits the graveyard, you use Spellbook of Master to duplicate its effect. Use Eternity to bring it back to your hand after you fade it away for a turn and stuff. You have multiple ways to recycle that one secret over and over and over and over again.
Definitely.
Well, pretty much you need to hit in that deck.
And by the way, one other thing I've seen people arguing about. when we say that Spellbook of Judgment is too new to get hit, and people try to bring out that Gishki Gus Kraken thing, they hit it before it came here, that sold 0 product. It led to a ridiculous loop OTK that did not need to be around. Konami made no money off of that. And it was bad for the game, which was losing them money on other product in the future if it was going to come out here. Spellbook of Judgment is still going... It's not going to stop people from spending first-person money at their stores, buying their retail product. And it is too new for that. So don't... That Gus Kraken... that doesn't work. That doesn't fly.
Yeah, trying to compare them doesn't
Yeah, that doesn't fly. That was a completely different situation with an FTK deck that didn't let you play whatsoever. At least with Spellbooks, you can get maybe a turn or two, but they're not going to FTK you on their first turn when you haven't even gone. So that argument is unreal.
I'm no fan for a 40-minute game one.
No, for
I've
sure.
been there, done that.
Oh, I know. A one-sided 40-minute game one's no fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much play Spellbook and keep your life on side so you win, and then burn these magicians.
Yeah, there you go.
So, guys, real quick before we leave off here, I think we got about 2 or 3 more minutes here. Predictions for Worlds. Is the USA finally going to bring one home while we have a Worlds here in the U.S.?
I would actually say yes, and I would hope so, because I personally think, and a lot of people will back me up on this, I think this is probably the best team we have assembled in a long time, that we've sent to Worlds from the USA. We got Pat, we got Robbie, we got Silverman, we got Rapture, we got a lot of just known names that are representing us, and I think that that's something that we haven't had before, outside of Jarrell and outside of some named players. But I mean, this time we really have what I think is a solid team, and I really want to see us win.
And I know Patrick Hoban won Nationals, but at a event like this where creativity will really help, and as well as skill, as Jarrell showed, he did a great job with Exodia last year, nearly brought it home. I think Robert Boyajian stands the best chance for the U.S. team to win. Patrick Hoban, Steve Silverman, they are great. Steve Silverman is probably my second pick, but Robert Boyajian, look what he did with Electrum OTK. He's played so many decks like that he is very skilled at, that a lot of other people couldn't just do. And so I think that I think he's got the best chance.
Like too.
Say that again.
It all depends on what their ban list. They got that special ban for certain sets they can't use. Judgment of the Light is not legal, so they can't use that for Worlds. So hopefully Robert, since he is the most creative out of all of them, can think of a deck that does not need Judgment of the Light. Because I know Japan can't use their light cards since they're a 3-month set ahead of us anyway.
Is Number Hunters legal?
Huh?
Number Hunters.
Number Hunters is legal. Wait. I don't know if Japan has Number Hunters. I don't think it is. I don't think they have none of that stuff. Interesting.
Okay.
If that's true, they can't use it either.
Okay. Well,
I would definitely second you on that statement, though, Keeko. I definitely think that Robbie has a very strong chance. Another reason, for people who read articles and whatnot, if you ever go to Core TCG and you read his articles, there's a lot of innovation with old decks. And that's something that I think a lot of people should read if they want to learn about creative play styles and whatnot. I read them in my spare time, and like you said, coming in there with something innovative and creative is probably what's going to win. Oh. So I definitely second you on that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't rule any of our players out. Like I said, the six players we're sending are probably some of the best that we've sent in years. So
you have Patrick Hoban, who is pretty much out of all of them the ultimate tactician when it comes to this game. If you read his articles, he knows what he's talking about. He knows what tech cards is. He's the one that started the Upstart Goblin article thing.
Very true.
Got the speed in that. And so you got Silverman, who literally won 8 out of 10 of the giant cards he played in. I think 8 out of 10. He's someone to be reckoned with.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He wins every attack of the giant card. Minus 2 of them we didn't win 10.
And the guy that got second at Nationals, he was in a couple of really bad positions in the final match, the final 3 games.
If he would have opened up a secret, he would have been our champion.
Yeah, he opened in some pretty bad spots, and he fought through them, and he almost pulled it out. He did a great job. He has his own YouTube channel, so he did a lot of videos for his own channel after that. So we didn't really get to talk to him, but he did a good job and put up a great fight. But all I can say, man, Worlds is going to be a blast. Slim and I will be there. Vexxy, unfortunately, will not be there.
You'll be with us in spirit.
He will, and he'll be keeping you guys
drunk out there. But when I call them, especially Slim, it's great.
Yep.
Hey! I always have my phone, so it's okay.
On silent.
On vibrate.
Cordero will be keeping you guys up to date here, and we're going to get as much footage as possible. And we're just going to enjoy ourselves. I know it's going to be a great trip, and I know you guys are looking forward to it. I'm sure they're going to do a stream like they did last year online.
And they probably have something on their YouTube if they're smart. I hope they're watching. If they're smart, they will also record the duel, put a camera up there and record it and upload them to their YouTube channel. Other than that, there's no point in having a YouTube channel.
Right, for sure.
So you guys can see the coverage. Because last time their stream was kind of laggy and stuff, so they need to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Mike, we've hit about...
to Toronto. None of us is Toronto.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're all going to San Mateo.
It's in my backyard. Y'all have to come.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get out there.
Yeah, I already looked at tickets. Tickets are not that bad. I'll look at the Gen Con.
Cool. Well, Mikey, we've hit about 21 minutes, man. 22 minutes, so I know you got to get out of here.
Yeah, I do. I get out of here.
So, guys, I guess we're gonna shut it down. Anything else you guys want to say before we head out?
My birthday's on the 1st.
Vexxy's birthday's on the 1st. Mine's on Halloween.
Mine's not exciting. Mine's actually 6 days before Mike's, though, so that's pretty cool.
Hey!
So we'll just have to have a big birthday celebration when we meet up in California.
Sounds like a plan, man.
Well, Mike, I'll be seeing you in a week, man.
Yep.
I'm excited. I think I said this last year when we were doing the stream right bbefore Nationals, if I'm not mistaken.
I know. We did say that.
Yep. So I will see you next year, next week.
Yeah, next year.
Next week.
Next year.
And Vexxy, we miss you, man. We'll see you here in a little bit. All that good stuff. But we got some exciting Yu-Gi-Oh coming up. Hopefully a better format coming up.
Yeah. We'll try to get to the ban list as soon as possible between these two. I'll be at Gen Con when the ban list actually gets revealed, so I'll probably sneak it and upload it on my phone while I'm working.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds like a plan. We'll know in a couple weeks, you guys.
All right, guys. Well, this is the Keeko 25X.
Limax Team Symmetry.
Next is 4666.
And we'll see you guys later.
Later, guys.
Hey.